Truck Simulator with me, Chops. Now I know it's been a few weeks since I've done a video. Just, yeah, time factor's been an issue lately. Again, as we always seem to have happen, especially around Christmas time. Everyone just wants everything done, really. So without any further ado, we'll check out the job market. Now, in the last job we had gone over to Paris, but we've had an update, so we've actually ended up reset back at Cassel. As you can see, we've got all the new French area, part of the French Vive la France DLC. So we'll check out the freight market at Cassel. Best one we've got there is one to Liege in Belgium, which we will take because it's actually sending us in the right area we want to go. I do want to check out Sweden and Scandinavia and that as well, but I kind of want to have a look at the French area. So we'll set that as our destination. You have to bear with me, I've got to remember all my controls and everything again. On account of it's been a while. It's the joys of having a bit of a break. Now, unfortunately, I was having a bit of a flick through YouTube last night, and one of the YouTubers I tend to watch, by the name of Tubers, I was having a look on his channel, and it turns out he's going to be finishing up. Well, in fact, he's finished up with YouTube. You know, he's not going to be making any more videos, which is a big shame because he did actually do some pretty good videos. Done a few mod spotlights, had a good farming simulator series going. And checked out a few of the games that people don't normally look at, which I quite liked. Rightio. Try and work out where we're actually going here. I think we're meant to go in there. It's alright, we'll just back up. There's no one coming, I don't think. Yes, bit out of practice on the game. We'll grab it late from here. Yeah, so seeing that last night, you know, I was a bit gutted to see that. It's never too cool to see someone you normally watch decide that it's just a bit much. You know, he's got the same issue I've got. He's the job he's taken on, he's running short on time, and also I can actually see where he's coming from, because I had the same thoughts. You know, I haven't been doing this long as he has, but you know, the time factor is pretty immense, you know, and I've downloaded a few new games and that I wouldn't mind playing, but it's a tough call. It's whether you play those games or you play the games to make the videos for your subscribers and your viewers. And of course you really want to keep your viewers happy, so you try and play the games they're watching, only to miss out on the other games you've got. And you never really get to play those ones. So it is a fine balancing act. And anyone that says that you make money on YouTube, you know, they should really give it a crack themselves. Because you don't, to be perfectly honest. Not unless you're one of those real big channels that managed to get yourself made partner. Which, of course, I'm not. And that's one thing I liked about Duratibbas, you know, he was only a small channel. As well. Not like I said, he's bigger than I was. But like I said, he only had, I think it was about 40,000 subscribers, maybe 50, something like that. But for, you know, you kind of think that sort of number of subscribers, that's pretty good going. You're going to make quite good coin off that. But you're not. You know, he might make, I don't know, $10 a week if he's lucky, a month. The money's not there like people think. So anyway, we'll take this nice wee drive over to Liege, check out the countryside again. A lot of it's countryside we've already seen, unfortunately. Like I said, there's one thing I noticed. If we have a look at the world map, so you look down here, when we come into France, you'll see all these broken bits in the yellow. They're all roads we've done, and like sort of our last load we actually took into Paris. But none of that's covered because of the update. So, as you can see, we've already picked up the recruitment agency in Paris. But none of the ground is in truck dealer there. But we haven't actually done the roads because of the update. So that's just something to be mindful of if you're playing this game and you've gone for the update. You've got the Vive la France pack. That anything you've done in France you will have to do again, apart from discovering the dealerships and recruitment agencies, all that, as you will still have them. Now in the last video you will have noticed the commentary was absolutely awful, and I've got no idea why. I tried fixing it, and of course anything after the fact wasn't going to do any good for it, and I didn't really want to make the video again, starting from scratch again with it. So I left it the way it was, and I just turned the audio commentary down so you didn't have to listen to it too hard, because it was really quite awful. I'm hoping I'm not going to have the same trouble with this one. I have done a test and it sounded alright in the test side of it, so hopefully it has sorted itself. I just keep saying one day I will get a new microphone to hopefully improve on that side of things. But I'm also hoping to get more time as well, so you know, she's a balancing act. So we got a nice wee cruise today. Driver passing on a blind corner. The speed limit is for some reason quite low around through here. I'd kind of expect it to be 80 k's, but it's only 60 k's through here, which is quite surprising. up to Dortmund. 17 tonne these batteries weigh apparently. She's a pretty basic trailer. I must admit I was quite pleased to see I'm not the only one that's had a bit of a lull in producing videos. I noticed Stocker Gores, you know, it's been 3 weeks since he's put a video out as well, so I was quite pleased to see that. Like I enjoy Stocko's videos, you know, just his commentary and that he puts in. But to know I'm not the only one that runs out of time, especially this time of year, with Christmas, New Year's, meeting up with family and all that. Kinda gotta keep it under control. Hopefully things will settle down again and I will get more content out. Because admittedly, the last couple of weeks I haven't even really turned the computer on. I turned it on, checked out the Steam sale, and that was about it. Yeah, managed to get... I got a couple of games off that, but nothing too massive. We are speeding quite a bit, but quite frankly I reckon this road would be... Don't know why the speed limit is so low on this road. Pretty sure it never used to be this low. One thing about this game, you know, it's going to warn you when there's a speed camera coming up. So there's no police on it. In the American Truck Simulator you've actually got police cars that cruise around. So you can get caught out there with speeding a lot easier. But with ATS, there isn't really any stress with that sort of thing. How are we for fuel anyway? Got pretty much a full tank. We're all good on that side. Unfortunately, she's a night drive. We would prefer to be doing it in the daylight, of course, so we can see the scenery a lot better. But we needed the cash, and it looks like we're turning just up here. Bugger that up a wee bit on the hill. Tried to change down half a gear, but she wasn't having a bar of it. And we want to be in the other lane by the looks of this. Now we're up to 80 k's, we're on the motorway now. Turn the lights on full. We won't worry about the oncoming traffic. They'll flash their lights at us, but there's nothing to worry about really, is it? Yeah, same old deal, you know, still loving the steering wheel. Highly recommended it if you have these games. Rather wish I had one at the very beginning when I started playing it, to be perfectly honest. Just absolutely fantastic for it. A lot easier to control the rig. So yes, still not too sure what's happening with this new job. From the sounds of it, I've got to wait another month to find out the full goes with it. But it's no big drama really. A month really isn't that long in contents of things. Here we go. Pretty sure I just cut their car off, but he'll be right. I'm bigger than he is. He'll stop for me. That's my theory. Especially in the game. There's quite an interest in this stretch here. It's also at 80 k's. So I don't know why that first stretch wasn't, really. It's an interesting new AI vehicle. I haven't actually seen that one before. Just a wee box car. This AI truck seems to be getting along at a good pace as well. So she's a bit busy stretch of road, this one. I need to be in the other lane as well. Took it a wee bit wide. Bit of a hill here. One day we'll get a bigger engine and we won't have to worry about the hill like this. There's a fine line in this game as to what you're planning on doing. So of course everyone wants to make their truck a nice big flash truck and everything, but ideally earlier on you actually want to start building up your fleet, I reckon, and getting your staff. That way they level up as well and they can start bringing you some decent coin, because once you've got a few staff and that under your belt, you'll find your money issues will go away, which of course is what everyone wants. I mean, your money issues go away, of course you can just go in and make yourself the best truck possible, if you so wish. your options for upgrading your vehicles and that. You know, you've got endless options really, and when you get sick of one, you just go and buy another one. Beauty of this game, of course. But of course you don't get rid of your one, you just hand it on to one of your drivers. One thing in this game I notice is they don't devalue the trucks like they do on other games or in real life. So you can just hold on to them for an endless amount of Ks and not worry about it. And by doing that, you can end up with a really nice fleet, of course. Now the thing to bear in mind, of course, is no point in going out and buying the biggest flashiest trucks and giving them to your workers, because it makes absolutely no difference to them. So you just go out and buy the cheapest low horsepower truck, basic, give them a wide cab, that sort of thing. No point in making it all flashy, especially at the beginning of the game. Once you're, of course, making some good money in that, you can start upgrading your entire fleet and making it look a bit nicer and everything. But at the beginning of the game, when money's tight, there is no real need to go out doing that sort of thing. So at the moment we've got a fairly reasonable truck. I actually forget how much horsepower we've got on this thing. Looking at that sign, we want to be over here. But you know, for a first truck, she's a pretty decent truck. The mighty Death. What have we got up here? Got Liege on both sides, so I'm not too sure which one we want to be in. Looks like we are wanting on this one. It's alright. Yeah. Well, we're here. Is there any discoverables we want to check out? Actually, there is over there. What we'll probably do is, once we've been in and dropped their trailer off, we'll actually come back out and go into Liege itself and have a park up there for a break. Then we can find out what else there is. There's a couple of discoverables in Brussels we haven't been to. So yeah, I think we'll do that. Because we have our own truck now, we can just free roam. Because we still discover the township, of course, but we miss out on what looks to be a recruitment agency, I would say. Like I've said before, you know, you want to get as many of them as possible, because It just gives you a much greater choice of drivers when you start building your company up. Yeah, I know I've got my lights on high beam. So we'll pop in here. So yes, they've got this new feature as well. I can't remember if I showed it in the last episode, but just select the level of difficulty. So of course, Series B, if you just skip it, make them park themselves, get them to give you a real easy parking spot. You only get 15 XP, but have to back it in somewhere. You're going to get the full 40. So we of course are going to back it in. Because we want that XP. Higher up in the levels, more access you've got to everything, so you might as well get the maximum amount. And quite frankly, this one's not a particularly difficult one. Swing her around in there, straighten everything up. She should pop in soon. There we go. There we go. Nicely parked. Lovely. Yes. Take some screenshots. Not that you can see much. Drop the trailer. So there we go. We got a nice wee excellent there. 478 XP and another 8 grand. So we're getting close to level 6. So that gives us 38 grand in the bank. Of course, we owe the bank 100 grand, so that 38 grand isn't really ours. But from here, like I say, we'll take a wee drive down to here. And we'll go down to this rest area. Jump back in the cab, chuck your mirror back up, and map. It's not the most exciting screenshot we got there. Oops. think running around bobtail, it doesn't take long for it to get up through the gears, of course, because you're so light. So she's quite narrow streets around here, it turns out. So we've got to go back on the motorway to get to the other side of Liege, it turns out. Wait for the bus to get out of our way. Here we go. Not much of a drive on the motorway. Turn that off. Yes, we'll get this discoverable up here. Nice city skyline in front. It's obviously quite a big city this with the skyscrapers and all that in front. There's our recruitment agency. And we got a rest area up here. It's probably a bit hard on the suspension there, but oh well. Okay. Tip the lights, turn them off. Turn all that off. And we will chuck park brake on. So there you go folks, parked up for the night. Got ourselves a nice hotel. We'll probably just go and have a beer and a feed and come back out and sleep in the truck, save ourselves a bit of coin. But yes, so that'll end this episode. This will be episode 9, I think it is. So until next time, happy trucking.